Hello. What, Mona? Hang on. I'm moving it. I'm moving it, baby. Okay, here you go. Hey, Dusty. Let me move the cord, Goofy. There we go. Oh, I look like a hot mess. Hey, Brian. Mama looks like a hot mess. You want to come say hi to everybody? Say hi. There's Mona. So I woke up this morning with a massive sinus migraine. Not feeling well. And yes, Mona. And she has been watching me all day. And I do mean watching all day. Alright. So I am working on my big computer. While live on my phone. So I'm trying to set up my screen so I can multitask and still see the chat because I'm live through YouTube. And I'm trying to figure out why my streams have not been the greatest quality lately, even though my signal says that I've got a good signal. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on with that. So yeah, that's how I woke up this morning, Dusty, and I just was like, could not hold that thought. Could not function this morning. I gotta go through all my crap piled up here. There it is. So yeah, it's been one of those days. And I am just over it already. I feel like crap. So I have my electrolytes. My oldest is keeping me... Hey, Marla. My oldest is keeping me up on my meds. My whole body is just aching. So I have my massager mat with the heater on my back. Yeah, it's just one of those days. I got home from work and I slept, took a nap, and that is unlike me. I almost never nap. So, came home from work and slept for almost 3 hours. All right, Brian. I'm sure somewhere along the way we'll see you. So, we do have another chatathon slash boobathon coming up to help raise funds for Nance Drew for her legal defense. And I am trying to throw. Hey, Red. I'm trying to throw together a big batch of brand new stickers to be auctioned off. And that's what I'll be working on tonight. So. So I figure we can hang out while we do that. Seeing as how my whole family is like right now with me. So you guys are my company tonight. Hey, Kareen. Yeah, the fam is like, no, you're sick. Because I don't get sick often, but when I do, I get sick. So, yeah. So they're all staying away from me unless my oldest is bringing me my medicine. She's like, you always take care of us. It's time we take care of you. But I'm not hanging out with you. I was like, okay. All right. Any suggestions on stickers? Thanks, Red. Yeah, I don't get sick often, but when I do, man, it's like 10 times worse than what the kids bring home. So my youngest was down with it for like 24 hours. Lots and lots. um, so I'm guessing it's probably going to be 48 hours, maybe longer for me. All right, I'm going through some of my flyers to see if I want to turn any more of those into stickers. I know I need to update the receipt flyers with the new names since Liz Gale has updated that. Thanks, Curry. That'll be something I tackle this weekend. I have to work on Saturday, so. But outside of that, I don't have any other plans this weekend except for cleaning the house and getting things ready for the windows to be installed this week. Let's see. What would you guys like to see as stickers? Oh. Oh, I need to update that flyer too. David Miscavige has 6 pending lawsuits now with this new one for Whitney. So I need to update that one as well. Thank you. Hey, Ozan. Yeah, I don't see any of my flyers that I haven't already turned into stickers that are jumping out at me at the moment. Thanks, Corrine. Let's see. Ooh, which ones are you? Are you talking about one of the flyers that say that, Marla? Or creating one from scratch? I hope so too. The problem is I don't know. I don't know which protesters would be willing to escort somebody out and which ones wouldn't. It's a sticky situation. So to lessen accusations of kidnapping or anything like that, in that situation, it may be best to just give them the information. Okay. To take those steps themselves to minimize risk to the protesters. It's a really sticky situation to lead somebody out because they can. My ears are ringing. My head is so. Ugh, my ears are ringing. Um, it's just. Oh yeah, Ozan, it's hot over there. But yeah, it's a sticky situation no matter how you look at it. Because accusations can be made, you know, they can say that we tried to influence. There's just a lot that can be. Yeah, I have a lot here because okay, I have a lot that with the SPTV Foundation and SPTV Space that include the foundation. Um, you know, I have a lot of those. All right, let's see. Um, thanks, Red. All right, so I have one that says there is a community if you leave. You are loved. We protest the cult. It's okay to ask for help. So let's see. Let's... So are you talking about that one? Because I can turn that into a sticker for sure. That is no big deal. That'll be super simple to turn into a basic sticker. Okay. Yeah, we can definitely turn that into a sticker. I want to highlight all of that. Group. Copy. Custom. 8. Inches. Ugh, I hate when it does that. Okay. Hey, Mandy. All right. So paste. All right, now we're gonna shrink this down. All right. We're gonna ungroup because I wanna bring these lines a little bit closer together for the sake of the sticker. Let me zoom in so I can see better. Shrink that down a little bit. Okay. I like that. All right, that makes it a little bit better for a sticker. Group it back together. Thanks, Kareem. All right, what size have we got here? Let's do 2.5 by 1 3/4. See how many we can get. No, the translation's coming through good. All right, copy. Okay, looks like we can get 3 in a line at that size. Woohoo! All right, so creating just basic straight lines stickers for this one. We can get 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can get 18 stickers on a sheet. Like it. So there's not a lot of waste. All right. Flip it. So we can get minimal waste, and it'll print 18 to a sheet. So I think that's good. Oh, my youngest. Time? Okay, gotcha. Love you. Bye. Give me a second. I gotta give the kiddos time. Okay, I got it. The other kiddo is calling now for time. Okay. Do not disturb. Okay. Think for yourself. That's a good one. I don't think I have a flyer, so we can make that from scratch. Okay, let me save this one. All right. Download. Oh, you're welcome, Roseanne. Like I said, the translation is coming through very good. Okay. All right, I'm gonna have to transfer these over to my external hard drive, and then I can upload them to the Dropbox later. All right. I'll do another one. Now, I have one similar to that. Um, um, it's not that exactly, but it's similar, Marla. Um, it's safe to look, it's safe to talk. And that was a quote from Mark Bunker. Here's the funny thing. When I started the flyers, Marla, I had no idea it was going to be such a big impact. And I started them with the thought of so many people wanted stuff that was easy to print, easy to handle, and, you know, a lot of people just don't have the time or the know-how to make it their own flyers. And I'm good at making simple flyers. Um, I'm by no means am I a graphic designer or anything like that. Um, but what I can do is make things easy and make it, at home print friendly. So the average person can print a bunch, not use a ton of ink, um, easy to access, easy to understand, and manage and access. So that was my whole goal when I started. And to see how it's taken off and um, how far my flyers have gone, it just makes my heart happy to know that there is something, because I live so far out in the middle of nowhere. I'm limited on how often I can go protest in person. Um, this is a way that I can make an impact. This is a way that I can contribute. Um, this is what I can do. So why not? And then getting into the stickers, that kind of was a happy accident. And here we are. Everybody is digging the stickers. They're it's it's been fun creating the stickers for sure. Um, it's it's been a lot of fun, and I'm not awesome. I'm just a normal person doing what I feel is right, and trying to help in whatever ways I can. I'm just normal, a normal person, a normal mom, a normal wife, just a normal person contributing in the ways that I am able. So that's not awesome, not amazing, just me. And I argue with everybody about that. But yeah, it's what I can do, being as far out as I am. So, I mean, the closest org I have is 4 hours away, and with Red will tell you, I do. I argue with everybody about that. I'm not awesome. I'm not anything special. Um, I'm just using my skills in a way that can aid in the movement. So that's what I can do. So um all right, I gotta scroll back here. All right, Marla, think for yourself. What page one of what? Um, Thank you, Green. Um, Page one of what document or published work, so I can cite that. Because I will make a flyer for that for sure. All right. All right. What else? Let's see what we've got. Okay. All right. If we can get that, yeah, Marla, that'll be perfect. If we can get the actual source for that so I can cite it on the flyer, I will absolutely make that into a flyer with the cited source. Because a lot of times that's what catches people's attention if we cite where these quotes come from, or especially if they come from LRH. Um, so it's, yeah, if we can get the source for that, I'm on that one for sure. All right. Let's see. Let me see what's in my uploads. Hmm. love flowers, Kareen. I think I'm going to use this image that comes from the foundation website. Alright, let me zoom in. And then now I'm getting the chills again. Heater back on. I don't like any of these fonts. No, not yet. Still got about an hour and a half. 2 hours. Yeah, I'm not liking any of these. Alright, we'll just go to font selector here. And then True Freedom begins with leaving Scientology. I'm gonna adjust the spacing. Is centered. No, I want that on top. Okay. And SPTV Foundation.org 727-266-5797. is the spacing? 9, 9. Okay. Right? Mine too. All right. Group. I'm gonna make this one a little bit smaller. Alright, there's that. I like the way that looks. Group. I'm gonna make that a little bit 2.5. Alright. I like that one. Alright, this one, 1, 2, 3. We only get 9 on this one. I'm going to shrink it down a little bit more to make it a little bit more effective. Okay. Delete. Try to get at least 10 per page. Let's try doing 2 instead of 2.5. Okay. Copy. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 15. Okay, I can handle that. I can handle that. Less waste that way. Center it. Perfect. Now this one, let's add some cut lines. Since this one is a little bit, well, I can just space them a little bit more. I do have enough room to do that. Yeah, let's space them. Alright. That's better. Okay. And it says, true freedom begins with leaving Scientology. sptvfoundation.org. And then the phone number. Alright. True freedom stickers. Download. Alright. Let's see. It's okay to look, it's okay to see. Bob Minton. Okay. Alright. What font do I want? What are you doing? I don't like that. Ah, shivers. I don't like that one. I don't like that one. Hmm. Trying to find a specific one that I think would work well with this. Ugh. I want to change that color. It's too light. Still too light. That should work better. Okay. I like that. All right. Add a text box. Minton. Change the color. And then color. There we go. All right, group. I like that one. Page 1 of the Life Improvement course. Perfect. All right. Let me write that down. I have pens. I don't have paper. Yes, I do. I have one of my coloring books. force. All right. And what was the quote? Let me go back. Think for yourself. All right, I got it. Yeah, that's gonna be a flyer. For sure. Thank you. Okay, there is no enforced belief. Okay. That's still a good one, too, because they force all kinds of crap. Hi, Dr. Eggman. Okay, got it. Okay. That will definitely be a flyer. Okay. Even with the heater on. Still not getting rid of the chills. Oh. Okay. All right, there we go. Okay. Let's see. Make this one a little bit smaller. Okay. How many can I get on this one? Sweet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 14. I don't know what you're talking about, Dr. Eggman. That's what I'm looking for. I am going to add lines to this. I apologize. Eggman. Okay, Marla. I'm gonna have to... I might actually come back. If that's the exact quote, I like that. Because that is not what it is. Right, Red? Discovered the door is true. Okay. Change the color. Here we go. Alright, Dr. Eggman. I don't know much about Sonic. I know it's Sonic. That's not what we're talking about. Alright. Alright, now keep in mind, once these are printed, these are going to look... it's going to come out a little bit darker. So, I'm digging that. We're not going to spam. Be respectful. Alright, I'm just going to put a cut line on the outside. There we go. Okay. So I got cut lines all the way around. Perfect. Okay. Let's just change these to say stickers. All right. Okay. Okay. Alright, that one's done. Alright, on to the next one. Okay. Yeah, Ben Stiller's funny. Alright, so my goal, I think I showed 5 or 6 last night. I just made 4 more, 3 more, 3 more. I want to have at least a dozen. Do we know when? I wasn't paying attention. When is the Boobathon? Red, do we know when the Boobathon is? I gotta try to bring this up. I'm trying to move it back out of the way so I can see the screen. Okay. Because I am gonna try to take the day off tomorrow and just relax. What are you doing, Mo? Was that a good rest? Hey, Tracy. We're just hanging out, making stickers. We've got a protester in Chicago who was arrested for a Scientologist stepping in her space and her breast brushing him. And she was arrested. We have an upcoming fundraiser that to aid in raising funds for her legal fees. And I'm making some brand new stickers to be auctioned off, hopefully, to help raise funds for her legal defense. But I'm also fighting a cold or something and feel like crap. Woke up this morning with a sinus migraine, and it has just been downhill the rest of the day. Yes, so it's actually a female. Her name is Mona, and she is my service dog. She helps me with mobility and psychiatric services. I have anxiety and mild depression. I also have horrible insomnia. I have a hard time being in public by myself. I have a hard time with people standing in line behind me or coming up behind me, things like that. And she actually helps me with that. Um, so she will stand behind me and perform what we call crowd control, um, just to kind of give me a little extra space so that I feel more comfortable. Chad. It's a chatathon, but it's a boobathon for Nance. Girl. It's a girl. Um, I think Poe had it, Poe and the Go had it posted too. I know he was talking about it earlier too. I just don't remember. Like I said, my brain is not with it today. But Mona also helps with my insomnia because part of my problems with sleeping is that I move a lot in my sleep. So um, I wake myself up a lot. And she will actually pin me down so I don't move as much to help keep me asleep a little bit more. So, and then, of course, the mobility stuff. She helps me with moving better. She helps me if I'm out and about. If I squat down or bend over or something, she'll help me. If I get stuck down, she'll help me get up because I can push up off of her. Or if I'm struggling with lifting my legs and I'm dragging my feet, a lot of times she catches it before I do, and she'll bounce off my leg to tell me to be more careful and pay more attention. So she alerts to me not walking properly, not picking up my feet, dragging my feet, which is a trip hazard for me because I fall constantly. So that's what she does for me. So she is with me 24/7. Let's see. I got my other phone here. Let me see if we can find it. Because I know Poe. Poe was talking about it tonight. Let me go to his. Boobathon is coming. All right. No, he did a video 11 hours ago. Poe did. I think it might be this weekend. I'm not sure. I'm going to email him and let him know I'm working on these and I'll have them ready to go. Yeah. Because I know he did the video. It was 38 minutes long. So I'll just rewatch that. I took care of a female cat for 4 days and when her kitten died on Easter. Oh. I'm sorry. Mm. What? Why are you looking at me like that? I love you. Are you done licking your paw? Are you done cleaning? Maybe you'll get a bath on Saturday when we go to work. So, but yeah, I want to have at least a dozen stickers. I love you. I want to have at least a dozen stickers, and these are the good stickers. These are not, um, just plain paper. These are vinyl with a clear topper on them, and these are quality stickers, water resistant, not waterproof, but water resistant. So, yeah. So I want to have at least a dozen of all brand new, except for that one that Dusty likes so much. Um, that one, that one's a repeat, but the rest of them are all brand new uh, designs. So, who be coming downstairs? I'm live.
I hit my knee.
Oh, is it time again?
Yep, 10 o'clock.
Thank you, love.
I can't remember if it was 7:30 or 7 I gave it to you. I could not remember for the life of me.
You're the bestest.
So.
All right, scooch so you don't get sick.
But yeah, I literally stayed up just to make sure.
I love you.
This is the last toast for tonight, though. I'm not.
You're the bestest.
I'm not staying.
No, you go to bed. You go to bed.
And if I set a timer or an alarm, I'll sleep right through it. I won't hear it.
No, you go to bed.
Even when I'm sick, I do it.
I know.
I hate it.
No, you go to bed.
Okay.
Thank you, love.
Because my stomach.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love you. Thank you.
Love you.
I was watching the post Mark Bunker made of Jason McGay's interview. He basically said the same thing as Paul Haggis, that the writing, teaching, auditing was contradictory. Yeah, that's where I think if we can focus on some of that, I think it might help. But the problem is how do we do that without having, pages upon pages? How do we condense it down into a quick, short flyer that, if they catch it out of the corner of their eye, they can read it. That's kind of where it's a little difficult. Yeah, Ozone, it is. So Mona is a rescue, and she came to us with a lot of issues. She had been severely attacked in the shelter, and we had a lot of wounds that we had to heal. We're still dealing with some issues. As far as, she's got some issues, long-term issues now with one of her ears that we're working with the vet to try to figure out what's going on, if this is going to be a chronic issue or if she's going to need surgery, or, these are things that we're potentially looking at. She's sadly covered in scars. It was a very, very vicious attack that she went through, and so we're still working on some things with her, and she's come a very long way. So, but she has been very much a lifesaver for me personally. So, I never used to go out in public by myself. Tracy is a personal friend. She's in the chat right now, and she can even tell you I never went anywhere by myself. You never saw me alone. And it was always I had my kids or my husband with me. So having Mona has helped me learn how to be more independent and feel comfortable with doing things on my own and going places on my own because I've never done that before. So it's been a rough road with her, but I wouldn't change it for the world because she has definitely made my life a lot more free. So and now I can truly teach my girls how to be independent because we're all doing it together. So Mona has been a big change to my life. Big change. So all right. What else? What else? Let's see. Yes. Yes, Marla. I think that's why a lot of my flyers are very simple um, because most of them are not going to take the time to read a full paragraph. Um, they're just not. It's not. They're not going to take the time. Period. Not. But if they glance, if they can read something in a glance, that's going to be more effective than these long paragraphs. And that's why I try to keep my flyers short and sweet and very simple. Um, I try to use images that will grab the attention and draw the eye, while at the same time, being printer friendly, at home printer friendly, for those that may be printing at home, things like that, because they're not, it's, they're not going to take the time to read a full page of text. So the shorter and sweeter that we can keep it, the better. So all right. All right. Let's see. People who can't pet dogs that much, only stray animals in Turkey. Oh, yeah. I know. I'd be taking in all the animals for sure. That's why I love what I do, because I can have all the dogs I want and not have to pay for them, and my husband loves it. He absolutely loves it. All right. Yes, our pets are like our furry children, for sure. All right. Oh, you do? And it's not even that loud right now. She gets way louder than that, trust me. Right? Yeah, that's another thing. Because she's a bit of a snorer, it does kind of help keep me asleep too. It's a relaxing sound for me. Um, ooh, what about, um, did you guys see the sign that I did for, my protest on my A-frame sign for Tony? Yes, it is, Anne. It is the land hippo snoring. Okay, so I did a sign up for. Let me. Let me pull it up. For my last. Um, oh, come on. It's being a stubborn. There it goes. Come on. It says make the time for your health checks and cancer screens. My Tony Strong. I can do a sticker for that. Yes, she is loud, but this is not as loud as she gets. She can get much louder than this. Yeah, so let's do that. Let's do that. So, Anne, what it is she buries her nose into the bed, so her nose is crooked. Like literally, her nose is crooked, and that's what makes her snore so loud. I kid you not. See how her nose is all wrinkled up? Oh, now she's gonna pick up her head. Goofy girl. Let's see how she puts her nose. Once she gets back to sleep, her head will fall and her nose will wrinkle up even more. Because she's a stinker butt. What are you doing, baby girl? You can start snoring for mama again. Okay. Trying to fix this because I got it all messed up now. Yes, the side eye. The side eye. Oh, and there she goes. She's getting down. I think she might be getting hot up here. She's gonna lay on the floor. Oh, come on. Go back up. Okay. Alright, that's better than nothing. Okay, until I move my hand. Oh, chills again. Oh man, that's not gonna sit right. Let's go up. There we go. There we go. She's actually, so yes, she is a pitty. She is one of the pitty breeds. She's a staffy. Oh, Pomchi. I love them. We are making, SJ, we are making all kinds of stickers to auction off for the Boobathon for Nance Drew to help raise money for her legal fees. So, and these are all brand new designs except for one that Dusty absolutely loves. Dusty from Coldwater. That's the only older design. Yeah, no, Mona knows she snores because she wakes herself up quite regularly snoring. It's possible. Pomeranians sometimes don't know when to stop, for sure. So, but these are all brand new designs for stickers for protesters. But, alright, so we want to recreate my A-frame sign that I did for protesting. So I want more of a handwritten font. Let me go here. Handwriting. All right, let's see. Because we're gonna try to recreate the sign, and I used a couple of different fonts. So we'll start with this one. Make the time. Enter, and then we're going to cursive. Let's try that. For your, and then back to that one. Health And then I'll space that one because I used a check mark, then apostrophe S. And let me, okay. And then back to cursive. Cancer. Screens. And then back to that. Hashtag my Tony Strong with a space for the heart. So I actually would have to disagree. It's not a dangerous breed so much as not trained properly. More often than not, that's the issue. All right, so that one is green. That one is white. Yeah. Overall, in general, the breed itself with proper training is actually a pretty resilient and loving dog. It just tends to be the they have a bad rap because they're so strong. So they tend to not, some people can't handle that, and it shows in a lack of proper training. With a dog that is that strong, they do need to be trained. That is something that absolutely has to be done. Yeah, they're SJ. They are actually one of my favorite breeds, for sure. And I've been working with dogs for most of my life, so definitely one of my favorite breeds. They are a very stubborn but very strong breed, very headstrong, very physically strong. For sure, Red. You just give me a holler. You know, I heard about that, but I don't remember where it was from. Yeah, and see, for what I needed for the mobility issues, I needed the strength of the pity. That is absolutely what I needed um, for helping me with my mobility issues. So it was absolutely what I needed, was to have a stronger breed. Which is why we went with the pity breed. And she's actually a staffy. Alright, I need to send this to the back. Okay, there we go. Yes. Yeah, Chow's it's kind of the same thing. Um, they were overbred, and it created a lot of issues within the breed. Temperament issues, sadly, and it made for a bad rap for the breed as well. So, for sure. Yes, poodles are absolutely hunting dogs. They are traditionally European water dogs. And a lot of people don't know that. The traditional haircut, where they have the poofs on the hips, the poof on the end of the tail, the poof on the around the top of the feet. You know, that haircut is traditionally actually for a purpose. The way that haircut helps the dog is it actually traps air. Once you wet a poodle's hair, it goes kinky curly, and it traps air within the coat, which then acts as an insulator against the icy cold waters of Europe, because poodles were traditionally bred as water retrievers. Hey, Carrie Ann. So, in order to protect their vital organs and joints, those poofs and where they're located are actually for a reason. And it's to protect and insulate those vital joints and organs for against the icy waters. But then you also have to stop and think, when we're talking about doodles, they're crossing the poodle, which is traditionally a hunting dog. Its basic DNA is a hunting dog. And then they're crossing it with Labs Retriever. It's another hunting dog. Golden Retriever, another hunting dog. They're crossing them with Australian Shepherds, another working dog. They're crossing them with Old English sheepdogs, another working breed. Burmese mountain dogs, another working breed. So you're crossing a high DNA. Now we're not talking about individual personalities. I'm talking about the DNA. You're taking the DNA of a hunting dog and the DNA of either a hunter, another hunter, or working breed, and you're crossing it. You're going to end up with a high drive, a high energy dog. And sadly, that's part of what gives them a bad name, because so many breeders don't talk about that. They don't educate their buyers. There are also people who think that doodles are hypoallergenic. They are not. I actually had a doodle yesterday in my live that I did at work. Doodles can and do shed. You are crossing a non-breeding dog of like the poodle, or light shedding dog of the poodle, with a double-coated dog. In almost every doodle cross, the crossbreed is a double-coated dog. So it's not going to be hypoallergenic. You're going to have the same risks of allergy issues with a doodle as you would with any other double-coated dog. And I proved that yesterday after blowing Ellie Mae out in the tub. You can see the hair, even though her hair is only this long right now for summer. You can see the hair on the back of the tub from being blown out. So doodles absolutely shed, and it just torques my noodle that people, breeders will say, oh, doodles are hypoallergenic, and they're not. Only about 1 in 10, 1 in a dozen may come out hypoallergenic. But the only way to actually prove that they are is for each dog individually to be tested in a lab. It's the only way to prove they're hypoallergenic. But then you also run into the case of, you end up with a complex coat. Are you going to have a coat that needs to be groomed regularly like the poodle, which is most cases? But then can you possibly end up with coat damage for shaving a double-coated dog, because most of these dogs are double-coated. So you have to walk that fine line too. So there's a lot that goes into doodles that breeders just don't talk about, and it makes it rough. That's why there are a lot of doodles in shelters. People can't keep them because they were lied about the hypoallergenic issues. They were they're just too high energy because they weren't prepared for that, because you're dealing with 2 working breeds, and sometimes you get the double whammy of the DNA, and there's just nothing you can do. They need that extra running space, that extra work, and some people can't provide that. But they weren't told about that. So they went into it uneducated because the breeder wasn't being upfront. So there's a lot with doodles. I love doodles, don't get me wrong. Absolutely love them. But there's just there's just more education that needs to be done. Yeah. So let me go back through these comments. Let me work, let me run. Yeah. Have a good session. Yep. You got to stay on top of it, especially with doodles, because they can get really thick, and then they can overheat if you're not staying on top of their hair. I mean, it's a lot. Yep. SJ, yeah, you gotta brush that coat, because if you don't get a lot of that shed coat out, that actually will cause them to overheat um, a lot faster. Proper maintenance of a double coated dog, proper maintenance of the coat really is the healthiest option. A lot of people say, "Oh, shave them down, that'll be cooler." In reality, it isn't. Um, I actually have a picture that I'm going to show you, that you you actually, there's risks involved with shaving double coated dogs. You can permanently damage the coat to where it doesn't regrow properly. It's after all these years, veterinarian scientists have finally started putting a name to it, and they're finally calling it post clippering alopecia. It's where the coat is becomes so damaged that it doesn't grow back. So a lot of people use that as a way, oh, your dog will stop shedding if you shave them over time. The more you shave them, the more they will, or the less they will shed. Well, in reality, that is true, because you're damaging the coat beyond repair. So this is a golden retriever in a lion cut. So this portion here at the shoulders is left natural. This portion is shaved all the way down. Shaving your dog does not make them cooler. It exposes skin. Yes. Yeah, that undercoat is very important. And not really. And if you want something that's more hypoallergenic, you need something that has more human-like hair or that does not shed as much, like a poodle. If you want a larger dog, you can look into more of like the poodle or the giant schnauzer. Things that shed less will be more hypoallergenic. But also, bathing your dogs regularly, proper maintenance of the coat, all of that plays a part in removing the dander, which is the number one allergen for people. So maintaining coat is actually what's going to help reduce allergy issues with people. Yes. So another thing with the coat, not only does it provide insulation against heat as well as cold, most double coated dogs, yes, good diet does make a difference for sure. Most double coated dogs also have pink skin. So getting into using people as an example, white people have less melanin in our skin, and people of color have more melanin. If you look at statistics, white people have higher rates of skin cancer than people of color. And it's because of the melanin in the skin that gives them more protection than it does us, because we don't have as much. So it's the same for dogs. When you strip them down like that and you expose that pink skin, you're giving them higher chances of severe sunburn. I've seen sunburn so bad the dog was permanently scarred. Literally just permanently scarred. The skin just sloughed off. It was bad. You're also, every time you're exposing that skin to the sun, whether they get sunburned or not, you're raising the risks of them developing skin cancer, just like with white people. Yes, sunburned dogs, it's not good. It's extremely painful, and the sad part is they can't tell you when they're sunburned. They can't tell you when they hurt. Yeah. Doodles can be destructive. They're like I said, a lot of times they are, you get that double whammy in the DNA, and that's not the dog's fault. That's not the breeder's fault. That's not anybody's fault except for the fact that they're breeding doodles. And doodles, 9 times out of 10, are either, you've got the poodle, which is a hunting breed, and then you have either another hunting breed or a working breed. And so if you don't give them the proper training or the proper mental workout and physical workout, then they can absolutely become very destructive. Yeah. Yeah, it's yeah. I just wish more breeders were more honest, because then we wouldn't have quite as many doodles in rescues, in doodle rescues, in we wouldn't have as many in, pounds and shelters across the country, because people just don't understand. Yeah. Yeah, and that that is definitely and that's actually not necessarily AK to the fault of the AKC so much as um, to the fault of supply and demand, of what the buyers were wanting. Um, so that's kind of, and AKC kind of adjusted to that. Um, but yeah, it's definitely the breeds overall, due to human intervention, breeding for certain traits, all of that. It definitely did not help a lot of breeds. Yes, SJ. He absolutely did. Um, so the reason the doodle even came about is because the guy, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, especially right now. But he was looking for the hypoallergenic properties of the poodle with the um, trainability of either the golden retriever or the lab. Um, and he had to breed like 10 litters before he got one that was actually hypoallergenic for a gentleman that was highly allergic to dogs, for a service dog. That is how the doodle came to be. And he said he regrets it towards at all of this. Yes, he regrets it. Ooh, yeah. I'm glad you rescued Marla. They had no idea what they were doing. That was the best thing, was to get them out of that situation, for sure. Yeah, the English sheepdogs are definitely not near as popular as they used to be, for sure. And not just that, but a quality breeding line. So that's, there's a lot that goes into not just, having the breed, but having a good, healthy breeding line. Um, that makes all the difference. So I'm glad to hear that, because that, yeah, they were definitely on the decline for a while. I don't see them near as much as I used to. Now I see them as doodles more often than actual breed. So, okay. All right. I like that one. All right. I think the last thing I need to put on here is stop Scientology. I need to drop this a little bit. And then a new text box. So, but yeah, that's actually how the doodle came to be. And the guy that created the doodle absolutely regrets it. That is true. But what he was trying to do was commendable. He was trying to help somebody to have a service dog. So it was either the gentleman personally or his wife needed the service dog. But the husband was deathly allergic to dogs. So that is how the doodle came into existence. I don't like that. Purple. I like that. I don't think that will print well, though. There's two of them. I don't know, SJ. I'd have to look into that. Now, if I'm not mistaken, a lot of the breeds that do dock tails here in America they don't dock tails in the UK anymore, period. Simply because I think the pink will print better. They're just not doing tail docking like they used to. All right, I like this one, and I put it on a gray background, and it's the same colors as my chalkboard sign was. Damn it. There we go. Yep, I like that one. I like that one. Yeah, I know that the UK has stopped allowing a lot of that unless it's necessary. We still allow it here in the U.S., but it's getting more. They're making it more regulated. Okay, now I'm getting hot. Let me turn the heater off. So they are starting to regulate it a little bit more. But like Mona, her ears were clipped when we got her. So I know, yeah. While I like the look of it, if I had had my choice, um, I would not have clipped Mona's ears. Okay. If I shrink that down just a tad bit more, I can actually get 4 on the line. So let's do that. Let's shrink it down just a little bit more. Okay. There we go. 4 to a line. Um, well, first I'm gonna say I'm gonna ask, is the dog on any other medications as of yet? Thank you, SJ. And I'm not feeling well. I'm also sick, so that doesn't help either. Okay. Oh, let me undo that. Okay. No, okay. Have you gotten the diagnosis from your vet? Or is this a self-diagnosis? Okay, I'm still hot. The vet. Okay. And what was the vet's recommendation? Some vets like to intervene, some don't. So I'd just like to know what your vet's stance is. All right. So, and also, what are the symptoms? What is the dog experiencing right now? Signs of anxiety, stress, confusion, things like that. Okay. How is the dog reacting? I'm assuming we're in the early stages of dementia, to where it's just occasional bouts of confusion, anxiety, and stress. Okay. So, because he's not on any current medications, you could try a low dose CBD. Um, as with anything, do keep an eye out for any side effects. That's with anything that you give your dog. They are finding, there's been a ton of studies um, that CBD, yeah, so definitely showing signs of confusion, anxiety. Okay, they are finding that CBD is having a lot of positive effects for neurological issues and conditions for dogs. But you want to make sure that it is designed specifically for dogs and that it has no THC content. THC builds up in the body of dogs and can become toxic. So you don't want any THC. It's um, strictly CBD, and you can start with a low dose to see how he handles it, and or just as introducing it until and stay at one dosage for several weeks before you up a dose, because sometimes it takes time to get full benefits from any supplements like this. But there are a ton of studies going on that are finding a lot of positive effects for neurological conditions like seizures, dementia, neurological pain or nerve pain, things like that in dogs with CBD. So that's something that you could look into, and potentially that could help keep him comfortable. It would help with any minor pain, inflammation. Um, it can also help with some of that anxiety and that stress. Um, he still may have some breakthrough confusion because that's how dementia um, presents itself, but it could help with the anxiety and the stress that comes with the confusion. And yes, for fireworks too, yes. Um, with each dog, they react differently. So you can I can email me, I can get you some, a brand. My aunt actually represents the company. Now, I am not um, recommending it because it's my aunt, but when I opened my shop, she sent me a giant box of samples and I gave them out to my clients. Every single dog ate these biscuits, which is the number one problem you can have with CBD, because CBD in and of itself is bitter. So a lot of dogs have a hard time actually eating or taking CBD. Every dog actually ate the biscuits. Every dog had good results except for one. And that's because this dog had what's called fly biting seizures. It's where they throw their head back and snap at the air like they're snapping at flies. And he was already on a tincture before the biscuits. And they're affordable. You can get a 30-day supply for like 20, $25 shipped to your house, Um, that one I know, like I said, I have experience with that one. This company also specializes in CBD for animals. So you can email me, and then Saturday when I go back to the shop, I can get you the information from the flyer that I have. I am not promoting it because it's my family member in any way, shape, or form. I'm promoting it because I have experience with it. Um, and I can get you the information. So it's, you can start with a biscuit, and then they will typically, you will dose CBD for dogs based on weight. So it's on my page. It's right on my profile. Um, and it's just pupgroomer20 at Gmail. But when I go back to the shop on Saturday, because I am working on Saturday for a little while, I will get a copy of that and I can email it to you. But send me an email so I've got you. And I'll get that sent to you on Saturday. So, but I know that is usually the hardest part, is finding something that's affordable and the dog will actually eat or take. because CBD can be bitter, and a lot of dogs don't like it. So, but I would start with a biscuit form instead of starting straight with a tincture or an oil or something like that. Start small and work your way up so you have the ability to add to the dosage. You don't want to start right away at the full dosage. Just start small, because then if you need to, you can up the dose as he progresses. Because sadly and unfortunately, with dementia, it does progress. But you could try that. If I'm not a vet, but this is what I would do if this was my dog. Um, so, yes, and do that for sure, because they're also finding positive reactions with arthritis. Like I said, they're finding really good results with neurological issues, inflammation, minor pain relief, things like that. So I will send it to you too. Um, so yeah, definitely send me an email. Like I said, I'm not a vet, um, but you know, I am. I do have experience in some of this, so um, I know they're doing a ton of studies on this stuff, and they're having it. But with anything, even with just calming pills or herbal supplements or anything like that, always be cautious, be alert, watch for any side effects, because it is possible, as with any supplement that you give your dog. um, but that is, they're finding a ton of um, positive reactions with CBD for dogs in a wide range of issues. Yeah, it really is, SJ, for sure. Many ways. So, but that's definitely an option that you can look into if the vet is not wanting to do any heavy medications or anything yet. That's a good sign. But if he's still having some issues with stress and anxiety, you can help him um, by giving him a low dose of something to help calm him down and get him through that. Okay. Yeah. So again, that's the hard part with CBD is it can be very bitter, and the dogs don't like it. Um, that's what impressed me so much with these biscuits from the company that my aunt represents. Every dog ate the biscuits. And like I said, every dog had positive reactions except for one, and that's because he was already on a higher dose from the tincture than he was getting from the biscuit. Um, but other than that, everybody had really good results. The dogs ate the biscuits, and the company specializes in CBD for animals. So, it's definitely worth a try, and they're affordable. They're not excessively. I don't think it's been a while since I've looked at the site. I don't know if it's going to be in my history still. Um, Let me see. And if your dog is currently on any medication prescribed by the vet, always double check that it's not going to conflict with, giving them CBD or anything like that. So definitely double check that if your dog is already on on medications or anything like that. Make sure that it's not going to conflict with the medications or anything like that. I don't think. Nope. Nope, that's not it. Yeah, it's not in my history anymore. It's been a while. yeah, we'll have to, if I run out tomorrow for any reason, I'll swing by the shop and get it. Um, if not, then I do work on Saturdays, so I'll grab it then and email it to you guys. I don't think I have the right website name. Um, so, but yeah, they're finding a ton. Okay, perfect. Hey, Big Chief. Yeah, as long as they're not on any existing medications, then you can easily, start them on a low dose. Like I said, most of the time it's given based on weight. Um, and then, slowly with time, give them time to acclimate to the low dose, um, and then you can, up the dose when needed, because they may not need the full dosage. But if they're on medication, you always want to make sure that medication is not, it's not going to interfere or conflict with the medication that they're currently on. And as with anything, I'm just going to keep saying this, I am not a vet, but this is what I do for a living. I do follow all of this stuff. Um, anytime you give your dog anything, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I will try to stay home, but if I do have to run out, hey, Carrie Ann, if I do have to run out, I'll swing by the shop, because it's literally a 2.5 minute drive from my house to the shop. So if I do have to run out, I'll just swing by. If not, then I'm staying my behind at home. Um, but yeah, always monitor until you know how they're going to react. There is still a chance of minor reactions, allergic reactions, any of that. Anytime you give your dog a a supplement of any kind, there's always that chance. So, um, just be cautious and until you know how they're going to react. That way, you're prepared if they do have a reaction. So, yes, low and slow. Absolutely, low and slow. Okay, there's that. Okay. Yes. I got my water. And my oldest is already taking care of me. She's already brought me my medicine twice. She's like, you're always taking care of us when we're sick. That's how you always get sick. So it's my turn. I was like, yes, ma'am. So she brought me my medicine and she told me to stay my butt in bed. All right, I really like these ones. This is an exact replica of my sign that I went to Vegas with. I'm just spacing them out a little bit more. All right. And my oldest is 15 now. It's like, where does the time go? Seems like just yesterday I was getting the call that my body was shutting down and I was going for an emergency C-section. Seems like just yesterday. All right. Exact replica. I know. I know, it's crazy. Okay, this is an exact replica of We don't need a up close and personal. Here we go. Flow sheet. 20. Make the time for your health checks and cancer screens. My Tony Strong. And stop Scientology. I like it. And these will trim out and leave just a little bit. If you cut right down the center of the lines, it will trim out with just a little bit of a white edge around the outside. I think that's going to look cute. Or you can trim them right up to the edge of the gray for the chalkboard backing. And that's just like my sign was, except for the stop Scientology part. Even with the little heart for the strong part, for the O on strong. All right, I like that one. All right, we're gonna call this one the My Tony Strong sticker. Sticker. All right. All right, Anne. We'll talk to you later, my dear. JPEG. Download. All right. Yep, I like that one. All right. So there's 4, and I had, what, 5 or 6 last night. We're getting there. All right. Let's see. Graphics. My crap, it's 11 o'clock. Well, that looks cool. Like holographic. Alright, I like that. Okay. Uploads. I think... I'm going to do... foundation sticker. Alright, yeah, I like that one. Oops, didn't mean to bump you. There we go. Alright. We want to adjust this line spacing. That's better. Alright, I need to bring that up a little bit. And I can make it smaller this way. There we go. I want to add a shadow drop. Shadows. Yeah, no. Let me zoom in on that. That's better. Just want to line it out a little bit more. Okay. Yep, that looks better. Hey Charlie, how are you, my dear? Alright. Yeah, that'll work. 727-266-5797. Okay, that font is not going to work with that. Okay. The lowercase, and it won't work for the uppercase either. Okay. I don't like the numbers in that font either. Let's see. Nope. Nope. Oh, that works. Alright, that's porcelain. Yeah, I like that. Still looks handwritten. Okay. Yeah. Yep, I like that. Okay, then I can drop this side. Drop that side. Alright, I'm digging that one. Kind of a tie-dye iridescent background on that one. Let's see what you guys think about that one. What do you think? What do you think about that one? You like that one? I'm digging that one. Something different. Stupid simple, but different. Alright, let's see how many I can get on a page. Alright, 2 by 2. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 20. 2 by 2. Yep. I like that one. Okay. But we are slightly skewed on a couple of these. I'm gonna move these. There we go. So they will cut straight. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I'm digging those. Kind of that iridescent background, tie-dye, pastels. Yep, I like those ones. Sticker. That one came pretty easy. JPEG. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more tonight. And then tomorrow I'll probably have a few more. All right, folks. I think let's see if Cricut is live. I think that's going to be it for me tonight. I am fading fast. Let's see. Is Cricut live? She is not. She is not. Oh my goodness. I was gonna send a raid her way. You love the colors? I do too. These are neat. This was a new background I haven't seen before, so it must be new on this last update. Oh, come on, work with me. I'm tired of bending down to try to see. There we go. I know I'm a little crooked. Sorry. How's this? um, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna send some stickers to them. But right now I'm trying to get at least a dozen new stickers, all new stickers, done up to auction off for the Boobathon, for Nance Drew's legal defense. So, you know, knowing me, it may even be more than that, but that's my goal. At least a dozen new sticker designs that haven't been seen before to auction off. However they want to do it, I don't care. However, you know, one whole sheet of each design, however. So I probably will not show the rest of the stickers to leave those as a complete surprise. But I'm just gonna keep working and plugging away at these, and I'm hoping to have the rest of them done tomorrow. And then I've got to rewatch the live that Poe did about it, and figure out when that's gonna happen. So, but that's the goal: is at least a dozen brand new sticker designs that haven't been seen before. So, except for what I'm showing you guys as I'm creating them. So that's my goal, and the rest will remain a surprise. They won't be seen until they get shipped out. So that's it. Let me see if she's on now. It does not look like it. No. She might be running late, or she might be taking the day off. Okay. Well, on that note, let's see who else is live. Let me minimize that, maximize that, so I can see what the heck I'm doing. Let's see. Let's see if we can find a small channel. Henri. Is it Henri or Henry? Alright. Let's go raid Henri. Alright. There we go. And let him know we are raiding. Alright, folks. I'll see you guys later.